What we gonna do right now is go back, way back.
Give me your thing.
Baby.
What's up? I thought you was gonna start hanging out with the big girls again. What is all this trash? With the big girl.
Oh, fat girl, brought 3. Can't hang with 100% beat. Fat girl, know that happen. Don't quit. Fat girl, run like you own it. Put your hands on your hips and grip it. Nothing new, I'm loose like it off the net. Fat girl, bring through the top of the climb. If not, I'm gonna pull the business down. Fat girl, bounce hot and stop tripping. If you do, get chicken and hot bitch. With a lot right, come to the night speed. I really shit get the day in the way I cheat. But fat girl, show the boy a shot. Let me see if the fat or not. Don't put fat girl, y'all like the gun. Let you out, let me see y'all do the rap.
I'm serious. Where you are, not ever. Oh, not the Britney Spears. Hey, how you doing? Oh, but ain't the little leprechaun. Girl, your wings are so up. You look a mess. All about the big girls. What about the big girls?
Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big girl, you done suck all the fat off your ass.
Yeah. Girls, what's up for the big girls? Hey, I love all the big girls. Y'all see my shirt? I got what did young people say? Drip. You see my shirt? Thank God I got a flat stomach. It is going down. Thank God I got a flat stomach. You see the shirt, Luke for Congress. Yes. You see the hat. You see the hat. I'm looking good. I hope y'all looking good. It's a beautiful Monday. Like, share, and subscribe to the page right now, people. I need y'all to go up in here. And I need y'all to share and subscribe to the page you see right up here. This is the QR code where you can also go online and you can donate to the campaign. $5, $10. That's all one. $5. That's it. Go to hit the QR code, go on there and make your donation. But I want to welcome you all to the Luke Show. Here we are here on a Monday. I love you all. We are here on a freaking Monday. A Monday. It was a lot of things that went on this weekend here, and I'm happy that you are here and you made it. There's a lot of people that didn't make it. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people didn't make it. There's a lot of people that, didn't make it, and y'all know, and I'm sorry if you have any kind of death in your family. I'm sorry. That's why I try to tell people, live life to the fullest. Live it to the fullest, because you never know. You never know in this life when it can be over. You never know. So that's why I always tell people, live life to the fullest. Don't be dealing with all these people who are miserable. You have a lot of miserable people in this world. I tell my miserable friends, hey, look, man, look, I don't have time, my friend. My friend, I do not have time. I can't deal with no misery. I'm trying to live life to the fullest. It is too short. It can end at any moment now, and I do not want to end it dealing with some hater and some hateration shit. I'm sorry. That's just me. Y'all, look, that's just me. I can't deal with it. I'm on a positive thing. I'm on a positive thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm all positive. Positivity, no negativity. I know that the negative, you need the negative in your life, because without the negative, it will not create energy. When you plug up your phone, when you turn on your car, when you look at the battery, in any battery in the car, whatever it may be, there's a red wire and there's a black wire. And they always make the black wire negative. Why the hell do they make everything black has to be negative? But black is grounded. That's why you need that black wire. You need that red wire. And the red wire and the black wire, that's the positive, and the black wire is the negative. And you need both of them to do what? Create energy. So you need both wires to create energy, people. Let me take this hat off. I don't know if my hair comb. You need both wires to create energy. The negative and the positive. Just remember that. So embrace the hate is what I'm saying. Embrace the freaking hate. Embrace the hate. The hate, let the haters come. Come on, haters, come on. Say, Luke, this ain't this. Luke, that ain't that. Luke, this is, yeah, give me more, give me more, give me more. Because I need that negative with my positive to create that energy. And that's what you need too. I'm here to tell you. Hey, man, I need y'all to like, share, subscribe this page. Man, I'm on my YouTube page. Shouts out to everybody on YouTube. Uncle Luke TV on YouTube. I love y'all. Everybody on Facebook. What up, Facebook? I see y'all in the building. I love you all too. I see you over there, Jackson, Tommy Jack. You over there on Facebook. I see you and all my good friends over there on X. I love y'all. And we are now on Twitch. And then, hey, shouts out to all my good friends over there on Instagram. I figured out how to work the Instagram. I figured out how to work the gram, and everybody's on the gram. You will only, unfortunately, have 45 minutes on this show, and we'll probably end up going for about an hour on the gram, because they don't let you go past an hour on the gram. But right now, I just need everybody to let me know how we always start this show is where you from. I need to know where you from. I need to know where you from. Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat where you from. Put it in the chat right now, and I'm going to post it right there. But in the meantime, you see up top there, you see it over here, in the corner. How do I get my hand? Right here. Right there. It's QR code to my campaign. You make a donation. You can make a donation to the campaign. $5 is all we want. If I get 500,000 of y'all to do $5, then we win this thing. Hands down. Let me say you need money to win campaigns. You got to buy them commercials. You got to buy TV commercials. You got to buy radio commercials. You got to buy them big old billboards. You got to buy flyers. You got to have phoners. You got to have volunteers. You got to pay them people. Yes, you have a lot of volunteers, but you have working employees that you got to pay. So people, going on up top right there, hit the QR code and be a part of the movement. Be a part of something special. Be a part of this. What's up? Philip, you in Miramar? Yep, I'm in Miramar too. Listen, man, I just want y'all to know this campaign is going so good. I did not imagine it to be going this good. We haven't really officially launched either. We're going to do a big official launch party in 2 different places because our campaign is in, this is the area. So you all know. A lot of people think that I'm running in Dade County. No, I'm not running in Dade County. I live in Miramar. I live in Broward County. I've been living in Broward County for over 12 years now. Over 12 years. My district is District 20, CD 20. The district that I'm running is Lauderhill Lakes, Tamarack, Sunrise, Belglade, Pahokee, South Bay, and all the way up to Riviera Beach. That is my area. Those are the people who I need to vote for me in that area. If you know somebody live in that area, look, you got to tell them, look, they got to get on the loop train. I'm serious. And so, with that said, everybody from around the country, unless you're a foreigner, you can donate to the campaign. Because the campaign, listen, man, this campaign is a very serious campaign. It's a very serious campaign for more reasons than once. What they call the midterms. You keep hearing this term, the midterms, and there's a possibility of Democrats taking over the House and the Senate, which is going to happen. If you guys come out there and vote for me, I'm going in as a Democrat. You come into the midterms, and we take over, and we get some things done. That is what Donald Trump is trying to prevent right now. That's why he's going to be doing everything in his power to distract you from going to the poll to vote. He's going to do everything in his power. Most of it is about disenfranchising women. Yes, the women. Because the women don't like everything that has been going on and everything that has been said in this race. And so the women are the ones who he is trying to go after. Think about it. They went after the women birth controls. They went after the women, you name it. These Epstein files are all about women. They know they can't win women over because nobody went to jail. If somebody went to jail, if somebody paid for some of these things, the women would really seriously be like, oh, okay, all right. But nobody fucking went to jail. Nobody went to jail. 0 people went to jail. So when you really think about it, let's think about it. If I'm the president and I know I'm about to lose the House and the Senate because I have not put anybody in jail. I've instructed my DOJ to put everybody else in jail but people on this Epstein file. So if I know women are very upset that little girls were taken advantage of, allegedly taken advantage of, and nobody went to jail, there's a strong possibility around the country that the Republicans are going to lose the midterm. They're going to lose traditionally Republican seats, which they're losing already. Why? Because the women. So who am I going to disenfranchise at the voters' box? Everybody thinks it's a black thing. It's not necessarily a black thing. It's more of a women thing. Hear me out. Hear me out on this. Please hear me out on this. Right now, if what they're trying to do is say you need ID. Yes, well, last time I checked, every time we went to vote, we had our voter's registration card and we had our license to show that, yeah, okay. So now they want you to come in there with your voter's registration card needs to match your license. So just let's think about it. If a woman just got married and her name was Dolores Singer, on her voter's registration card is Dolores Singer. On her driver's license, it may be, no, on her voter's registration card is Dolores Singer. On her new driver's license is Dolores Campbell. So they don't match. Then they say, okay, it needs to match with your birth certificate. Well, she changed her name, and her name can be changed on her birth certificate. So they want you to change all these different things. They want you to take off from work and pay $60 to change your license. Well, you know how long it takes to go and get a license. You got to wait a fucking year to get an appointment. Then you got to get an appointment to get your passport changed. So that's $120, $60 for the license. Then you got to take down there your birth certificate. I mean, come on. Who is that? Men names don't change in marriage. In marriage, men names don't change. About it. In marriage, our name is Luther Campbell. I may marry Miss Swinger. Miss Swinger is going to change her name to Dolores Campbell. On her ID is going to be Dolores Campbell now. On her driver's license is going to be Dolores Campbell because Dolores Campbell now live with me. On her birth registration card, if she had one, I'm pretty sure she had one before she got married to me, because I would not be marrying a woman that does not vote. That's number one. So now, on her birth certificate is her regular name. On her passport is her regular name. So now she got to go get all that stuff changed. And all that stuff got to match in order for her to vote. So they're trying to disenfranchise women. So women, I suggest you go and try and get some of this stuff changed and think about it. How many people really got time to go take off for 2 or 3 days to change their voter's registration card, change their ID to be able to vote? Let's keep it a buck. And then on top of it, oh, you will not be doing no mail-in ballots. Who does the mail-in ballots benefit? People in the military, seniors, and people who work 2 or 3 jobs. They don't have time to go stand in this long-ass line to vote. So you do mail-in ballots. Mail-in ballots been going on for 100 freaking years. Look it up. Don't take my word. Some people think mail-in ballots just started right now. Mail-in ballots have been going on for 100 years. So that's what you have going on. They're trying to discourage and disenfranchise voters. And they're even talking about right now, if we have a war still going on, we're not going to have an election if there's a war going on. Speaking of wars, speaking of freaking wars, speaking of wars, I want y'all to listen to something. I saw this on TikTok. No, that's not it. That's my friend. Where's the war? Where's the war clip? I had a war clip. What happened to it? Oh, I'm sorry. So, gentleman did a war clip. I don't understand why am I so tricked up here. What is going on here? It was a war clip. Okay, all right, here we go. We're having technical difficulties. I'm very sorry, people. We are having some technical difficulties here with our clips. They're not showing for some crazy reason. For some crazy reason, our clips are not showing.
Person saying, would you rather go to China or not go to China? Are you a veteran? So that means you never raised the pause means no. So that means he never raised his hand to say, I'm willing to die for this country. Let's stop talking about just the down. Not only was I willing to die for this country, both of my grandparents were.
Thank you for your service.
That's right. Thank me for my service. So how dare he sit here and ask me. So how dare he sit here and ask me would I rather be in China when I was willing to die for the country that is locking up the people that we're talking about. There are more black men enslaved than those who were enslaved in 1850 in the prison system right now in 1850 that did not actually get the due process that you guys are talking about, that actually had to take plea bargains because they could not afford adequate law attorneys, which is why I'm in law school, by the way, right now. Shout out to FAMU. So to sit here and ask me, what country do I live man. It's called America. You can't point nothing.
I want to say this. If you were on the Abby Phillips show Chinese version, you wouldn't be here.
But I'm not the Chinese version. I'm here with the American version. The black. I know, and I'm saying it. And I'm saying it, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm fought for mine and yours. So thank me for my service. All right.
Now that's my homegirl. I love her to death. And she's actually supporting me in this campaign. We'll be on the campaign team as well. I had to play that clip. I was really trying to get to this. This contradiction of war clip. But unfortunately, it's not playing for some crazy reason. But let me just say this. And I can just talk about it. This war is, I'm just saying, let's make it make sense. I'm gonna just make it make sense for everybody. Let me dummy it down. We parked a bunch of ships outside of Venezuela. Okay, we got all these ships out here in the Caribbeans. Parked them out there. We had a conversation with the Venezuelan president. And we said we were having a conversation with him. So what ended up happening is we went and took him out. We parked a bunch of ships in Israel, outside Iran. We sent Marco Rubio, and we sent the son-in-law, Kushner. And I told y'all on this show, we do not send a bunch of assets to an area without something going down. There were conversations that was had before we sent the assets in the area. Those conversations that you saw were probably the last bit of conversations when you saw Marco Rubio and the son-in-law. And I'm still trying to figure out, how in the hell does the son-in-law, the real estate guy, the guy who allegedly have slum lords, go look at the documentary for yourself on HBO, not Netflix. How you send him over there to talk to the Iranians about a peace deal? Make this shit make sense. The real estate mogul is going to go talk to these people about preventing a war? Y'all make it make sense. Really, make it make sense. So, here's how I think it went down. Well, guys, you got some oil. Yes, you do. You got a little bit of oil over there. And guys, let me just say this. I took some oil from Venezuela. Y'all got some oil over here. This Venezuelan oil is thick oil. I need your oil, because your oil is thinner, to thin out the Venezuelan oil, to then make it where we are the largest and we are the powerfulest oil-rich country in the world. Who gets the oil from Venezuela? Russia and China. Who gets the oil from over there? Russia and China. This is an oil thing. Big bank take left banks. It's almost like some street stuff. If you see a bunch of thugs come to your yard, and they outside looking for your son, hey, Bobo, come out here. They didn't call all the homeboys with the guns, and they standing outside your house. You know to call the police. It's going down. It is going down. They coming to Listen. Are we stupid? We're not stupid. Everything is about money. These wars about money. I have a problem with using young people in the military, your kids, as casualties of war. I got a problem with that. Kids are getting bombed. Right now, you have areas, people can't leave certain places in Dubai and all these different places. They can't leave because now they're stuck in these countries. I mean, it's bananas. It's absolutely bananas.
And all even scares ain't even. The bear hibernate don't poke. When you see the giant sleeping, shouldn't have woke. I don't know how many times I told him, but please hop up on my shoulder. Because you can't impress me with a big prayer, boy. The strongest for the longest I've been there, boy. I'm paying my city no me.
That's what Trump is saying. That's what Trump's saying. Don't poke the bear. That's what Trump's saying. Don't poke the bear. But it's listen, man, for more reasons than one is bad. I hate to see young people die to enrich others. I hate to see it. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And people keep asking me, "Oh, Luke, why you running for Congress? Why you trying to go to Congress, man, to prevent this kind of shit?" Because in all actuality, you got to go to Congress when you declare war. This man didn't do that. This man's violating the Constitution more than you could ever imagine. And there are things you're supposed to do. There's a certain. I mean, it's bananas. But you got the midterms coming. Do have the midterms coming, where we could take over the House and the Senate. Assuming that you go out and vote, they're expecting you not to go out and vote. They're expecting to disenfranchise women. They're expecting you to sit this out and say, "Oh, I'm not going to go to the poll because ain't nobody look like you or talk like you or going to be about it like you." No, we here. That's one of the main reasons why I'm running. Another reason why I'm running for Congress is this right here. I want you to listen to what Dabo Swinney has to say. I want you to listen to this.
Everybody gets one free transfer with no consequence. Players whose head coaches leave or the head coach is fired may also transfer without a consequence. If you graduate, you can transfer without a consequence. For all other instances, players must sit one season following their transfer. This would mitigate, not eliminate, but this would mitigate the tampering and again, in some cases, the extortion with agents trying to renegotiate every single year. However, I want to say this. Any player who does have to sit a year, they can have that year of eligibility back reinstated upon graduation. This would incentivize graduation and minimize this 3-4 time transfer situation that to me is played.
So I'm going to play this back and we're going to dissect this. Here's what I have a problem with. I was trying to bring up this photo of this whole Donald Trump's initiative. Since I'm standing right here with this Trump, I was trying to bring up a photo that I took about a week ago. Let me see if this is the photo here. No, that's not the photo. That is a nice photo. That'll be available. But here's the deal. These college coaches like Dabo Swinney, Nick Saban, and a whole lot of others. And I tried to bring this piece up that they did online. Matter of fact, let me try to find it before I end and having this conversation. These guys have been for the last year pushing to the public. You know, it's called media propaganda. Is creating a narrative. And the narrative that they're creating is they need legislation done because these college students and these players and the universities are suing the shit out of the NCAA, and they have no control. They have absolutely no control over what is actually going on when it comes to college students and their right to receive NIL money. They sued junior colleges and won that those junior college years does not count toward D1 school years. They won. Beautiful thing. They won NIL, where they were using these kids' name, image, and likeness, and they won. They won saying that we should be able to transfer whenever we want to. These kids went, grown men and kids went to the courts, and the court said, you're right. Nobody had never challenged this before. So these Dabo Swinneys and the Nick Saban will tell you right now, he got out of college football because he don't believe in paying college football players. Dabo Swinney last year, he's now starting to pay his players because he didn't believe in it. He started getting his ass whooped, and his alumni members and boosters say, look, Dabo, we like you, but this thing about you trying to run this program like they used to, we're getting our ass whooped, and your job is to come here and win football games. And that's what it is. Your job is to win football games. Now, let me just keep it in mind. This is going to be the viral moment for everybody. This is going to be the viral moment for everybody. None of the, let me look into this camera. None of these white college coaches give a rat's ass about your black ass son. Yeah, I said it. None of them give a fuck about your child. They want to use your child to win games, throw them in the garbage, go and renegotiate another contract to get $10 million a year, guaranteed for fucking 10 years, because they're guaranteeing that they're going to go into your kid's household and come get your black ass child to then enrich them and their families. And when they stop coaching, that is when you'll find that they are the racist motherfucker that they've always been. I'm just keeping it up. Look at Tommy Tuberville. He went into my nephew's house, talked to my niece, told her all about God and how he was a God-loving man and all this here. And as soon as he got his ass out of college football, ran for the Senate, fuck all the niggas. If you don't believe me, look at some of these coaches. They all fucking support Donald Trump. They all fuck with DEI. I don't know one white coach in Power 5 football that gives a fuck about these kids. They are fucking used car salesmen. I'm just keeping it a buck. I hope the HBCUs get this shit together. These presidents who want to be the football coach, who want to be all in the video, who want to do all this here. I just hope they get their shit together. I hope HBCU alumni don't think that because you buy a ticket to the game, don't start putting money into the collectives and so we can get our kids back. And our kids can play for these HBCUs where these black men give a damn about these kids. And you can get you a great HBCU education and marry you a great HBCU sister. I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick. I'm sick of it. Name me a fucking white coach that give a fuck about black players. Name me one of these motherfuckers who don't cape for Donald Trump. They love him, kiss his ass on Flagler Street. Does it mean well for African Americans? It's a business deal for them. Y'all need to realize it. That's why they are trying their ass off to do what? Stop these black kids from reaping the benefits that they should be reaping. And you say, Luke, why are you going to Congress? Because you know what's going to happen in the next session? They're going to propose a bill in Congress to regulate these black students with NIL, black and white, because the white ones come from poor communities too. They're going to try to create law to regulate NIL and the transfer portal. This motherfucking Dabo Swinney. This Dabo Swinney did not say anything about, let me play this shit again. Tell me where he said something about, oh, you can transfer one time and you have to sit out and all this, and you got one time to transfer, you can't do it. Other than that, you got to sit out a year. Tell me where does this motherfucking Dabo Swinney says, and I asked him to come on the show. I called Woody. Woody is his right-hand man over there. Fuck with Woody. I love him to death over at Clemson. He ain't got back with me because I really want to have a conversation with Dabo Swinney about this situation right here. And if any of y'all know him, y'all call that motherfucker up. He's more than welcome to come on in. I call Lane Kiffin. Bring your ass on here. Streeter called Mario. Bring your ass on here. Kirby Smart. Bring your ass on. So I can get these motherfuckers on the phone. Tonight, I can get these motherfuckers on the phone. I can't get them on the phone to talk about this issue, but I can get them on the phone when they're recruiting one of my kids. Tell me what this motherfucker said that since we're going to do all this, that we will be guaranteeing these players an education at our institution. Because let me just newsflash, let me give it to y'all blood raw. Let me give it to y'all blood raw. College sports scholarships is a 1 year with a 1 year option possibility of getting 4 years. Your scholarship ain't guaranteed. It's a 1 year with a 1 year option. It's a 1 year with an option of 4 years. Every year, the scholarship has to be renewed in January. Where the fuck did I learn this from? I learned this from Jimmy Johnson. I'm sitting up in the locker room at the University of Miami, and one kid was like, I got to go to class. I'm trying to be a doctor. Jimmy Johnson said, motherfucker, you are here on a football scholarship, and football is about playing football here, and fuck that. I was like, oh, my God. What just happened? It's like, no. It's 1 year with a 1 year option. So what the fuck did Dabo Swinney say? Oh, we're going to get, yeah, you're going to transfer one time. Yeah, we trying to get control of this portal shit. Yeah, we can do all this. But where the fuck did he say we are going to guarantee you 4 years? I'm going to play it again. And y'all tell me.
Everybody gets one free transfer with no consequence.
One free transfer with no consequences. One free transfer with no fucking, and all of them signed up for this. Because all of them been going down there talking to Ted Cruz. All of them been talking to Donald Trump. If you look right now, go look. Donald Trump and his new committee of sports with Condoleezza Rice, her fucking Uncle Tom ass. Well, Uncle Tom was a great person. She the black lady that sits in the movie in Django. There was a black lady sitting in the corner while the two black men were fighting each other. They always go find her. They got a whole little crew talking about, oh, they are the sports gurus. And they're going to come up with policy for us to fuck these black kids. He didn't say nothing.
Players whose head coaches leave or the head coach is fired may also transfer without a consequence.
Players who head coach leave can transfer without consequences. So your head coach get fired like y'all did the black man over there at Michigan who y'all lied on, like y'all did the other black man at Michigan State who y'all lied on. I'm just leaving right there. You see what I'm going? You see what I'm going? You see where the fuck I'm going? Let me go back. The black man at Michigan, y'all lied on, took his job. The other black man at Michigan State, y'all lied on him in a consensual relationship, and y'all took his job, and now y'all got to pay him. So forget about them. Now we're going to keep them right here. So if your coach leave and he get fired, you can then transfer. To where? Where?
Graduate, you can transfer without a consequence.
Okay, that's automatic. That's called a graduate. You can go anywhere because you know why? The university does not have to pay for that person. How about Dabo, you saying, if you graduate and you're coming here, we're going to give you a fucking master's degree. We're going to give you classes where you can get a master's degree here. How about saying that, Dabo? If you really give a fuck about these black kids, which you don't, you and the rest of these motherfucking Klansmen coaching our kids.
For all other instances, players must sit one season following their transfer.
Okay, for all the other reasons you want to leave, player gotta sit. Sit. You gotta be in chains. You gotta be shackled. You gotta be hoodwinked. You gotta be bamboozled. But where in the fuck did this man say that they are going to give 4-year guaranteed scholarship? But you gotta sit. You gotta stay here. If they treat you like trash, if they talking to you like trash, if you're not playing, you got to fucking sit. Make it make sense. I'm just saying. Y'all can get mad with me if I'm talking about your favorite coach. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. This is a big game they playing, bros. These kids are not being represented. They're going to Congress every day. They're going to the Senate every day, having conversation with these lawmakers to come up with a bill to prevent these kids from making the money that they're making, being able to move when they want to move, but they ain't giving shit to them, and ain't nobody is representing these kids. They ain't a part of no union. They ain't a part of no union. So everybody keep asking, Luke, why you want to run for Congress? 2 things. 1, to enrich the people in my district, 20, but also on a national scale, to protect these young people from these predators called college coaches, called college conferences, these networks and all that. That's why the fuck I'm running for Congress. So you don't, hey, who's gonna be there in defense of these kids? Who? That's telling you this right now. Look it up. Donald Trump created a committee, a sports committee, and they're going to advise him. Look, all that's bullshit. They done went in the back room and already talked about it. They're going to advise him on what to do about this NIL stuff, what to do about keeping these poor white trash kids and these niggas out there playing football for no money. So these fucking coaches like Dabo and Nick and all the rest of them can enrich themselves by making tens of millions of dollars, but with no guarantee to these kids. Let's keep on going with this, dude.
This would mitigate, not eliminate, but this would mitigate the tampering And again, in some cases, the extortion with agents trying to renegotiate.
Tampering. Mitigate. Who tampers? Who tampers, Dabo? Who's doing the tampering? It's your homeboys. Y'all doing the tampering. It's the coaches. How about you go in the room with all the coaches and you go in the room with the NCAA and say, tell these other Klansmen coaches to stop tampering. It ain't no agents. No, let me explain to y'all how this works. Let me explain to you how this works, because I know. I just came out of coaching. This is how it works. The agents, college agents, don't know the ass from a hole in the ground. Let's start there. Let's start there. What a college coach does, he gets on the phone and he calls up me, the high school coach. Hey, man, how's your guy doing over there at the University of Alabama? Is he happy? I see he got a little bit of playing time. You know, we got a spot over here for him. This is them calling me, the coach. This is them calling me, the coach. And then I then say, hey, man, University of Bumfuck Egypt is interested in you. They called me up saying they would really like you to be over there. And then you say, well, yeah, coach, we'll see what they're talking about. So I get on the phone and say, man, what y'all talking about? You know, this is what he's getting over there, and this way. The agent ain't got shit to do with it. The agents only represent 1 or 2 people. They're calling the high school coach. But who's initiating it? His colleagues. His colleagues are initiating it. That is who is initiating it. So at the end of the day, people, at the end of the day, you need to regulate your fucking colleagues. Your colleagues are the ones who are going, they ain't no agent. Oh, you mad because the agents come back and say, hey, man, we want more money. That's the American way, boss. Soon as you go renegotiate your contract, Dabo, you, Mario, all the rest of y'all, and as soon as you look at, see, okay, hey, man, Kirby just got this here. Shit, I want to match my money with Kirby. Half of these people, let me just give it a buck. Half of these people in their contract right now, they have I make the most money clause in their contract, where if I'm gonna always be the highest paid offensive coordinator in NCAA. So if they give Ole Miss offensive coordinator $100,000 more than what my contract says, then the school I'm at has to give me $100,000 more. It has to give me $1 more on top of it, $1 more than what that guy's getting, because I am always going to be the highest paid offensive coordinator. They ain't telling y'all that. See, Dabo ain't telling you that a lot of these coaches got those clauses. Fucking Charlie Weiss Jr. got that shit in his contract right now. There's nobody in the NCAA that will make more money than Charlie Weiss over at LSU. He has it in his contract. If there's another fucking offensive coordinator that makes more money than him, they got to match the money and give Charlie $1 more. And a bunch of these college coaches has got the same clause in their contract. But do they give a fuck about the kids? Oh, no, they mad because they want to then pay Momo over here $10 million. And I'm sitting up here, the kids saying, shit, I'm better than Momo. That's the American way. So y'all, hey, look here, man, how Momo gonna make more money than me? I'm over here at Clemson and Momo over here at North Carolina State, and Momo making more money than me. What the fuck? No. It don't work like that. I am sorry, people. It does not work like that. I am sorry. It's the American way. Right now on your job, if you're doing the same, you have the same executive position and you working for Kellogg's, and now another person working at another corporation similar to Kellogg's, and that person, the level that went up and they make it $100 million, and you sitting up there saying, well, shit, that motherfucker there making $100 million. I'm better than that person right there. You need to either match it or give me more money. That's the American way, people. I'm sorry. So Dabo don't want the kids to exercise the American way. He don't want the kids to come in there and say, hey, man, I want more money. Because he wanted the old way. If you wanted the old way, take your ass on TV with Nick. Nick say, I respect Nick. I don't believe in paying kids, so I'm going to take my motherfucking ass on TV, and I'm going to go to run up and down to Capitol Hill to then try to create policy so these black kids don't make the money that they're making. It should be about them coaches. The coaches ain't doing a motherfucking thing. I'm here to tell you, I'm sorry. Some of these coaches' wives and brothers be all on social media talking about niggas ain't shit. Y'all don't pay that no attention. Soon as I said, then all the black people in the fan base, Luke, you're so bad. Luke, you're so bad. Oh, you're the worst, Luke. Oh my God, you're not good. You're bad. Really? Really? Let's keep on going with Dabo.
Every single year. However, I want to say this. Any player who does have to sit a year, they can have that year of eligibility back reinstated upon graduation. This would incentivize.
But where are you going to give them a guaranteed 4-year scholarship? Ain't got it on there. Ain't got it on there. It's nowhere on there. It is nowhere on there. There's no 4-year college scholarship. You send your kid to me. Hey, let me sum it all up. You send your kid to me. He has one chance to transfer. And once he exercises that one chance to transfer, he got to stay wherever the hell he at, and he can't move nowhere. He does not have the right to move. If we paying him $50,000, and then now the price of tea in China for that position has went up to $400,000, he can't move because he already moved one time. He got him stuck. Hey, buddy, you can't transfer, because if you do transfer, you're going to have to sit out a year. Really? How about putting into these contracts, if I play to the same standards that guy playing to, that they're paying all this money to, I get to go in here and renegotiate. We're going to put the same clause in my contract. Let's do that, Dabo. Let's do that the rest of y'all. We're going to put the same clause in the contract that you coaches have, that I'm always going to be the highest paid defensive tackle. So no matter, now let's put all the business in the streets. And let's do this too. Let's do this too, because these coaches don't want you to know this also. Let's do this part too. Let's do like the NFL. You report the players you cut. Oh, I want to hit that part. Because everybody like to hide behind, oh, he quit. He left and he quit. No, how about let y'all make these fuckers report how many kids they cut. Oh, y'all didn't know they do that. Y'all didn't know they cut. You didn't know they cut kids. Y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that they actually cut the kids. See, when you had a 1 year with 4-year, 1-year options, we have to renew you. And so they bring kids in every day and say, hey, son, your service is no longer needed here. And you're cut. They cut kids. So you can cut them, and they have to leave the school after that semester. They no longer have a scholarship. So Dabo ain't talking about that part there where y'all can't be cutting. Because he should be saying, well, we're going to guarantee you you get a 4-year scholarship. Guaranteed. Not a 1 year with 4 1-year options. No, he's not saying that. How about when a school cut a player, y'all put that on notice. They don't want to do that. Because how about you cutting some good players? They don't want to be known for the person to cut the good players. They don't want to be known for, oh, I just cut this dude right here, and that dude that went over there to SMU and balled the fuck out. They don't want you doing that. Because now you got to give a reason why they cut that player. They don't want to do that. Let's be real about it. Let's hold ourselves accountable. If we're gonna do that, let's go, Dabo. Don't stop there.
And minimize this 3-4 time transfer situation that to me is played.
Let's minimize it. We don't want people transferring 3-4 times. Let's minimize. Let's stop this. Let's stop the collusion. It's the agents that's doing it. The agents ain't got no fucking power. How about you and your homeboys stop talking to the agents? Let's do that. How about you and your homeboys, Dabo, stop freaking talking to the agents? It's all bullshit, people. All these redneck coaches coaching Power 5 football in this good old boy system, they don't give a fuck about your black ass child. So yes, go there, use them and their institution and the better coaching to get the way you're going there. Yes, do that. Go in there with that mindset. Don't go in there with the mindset that these motherfuckers care about you because they walked up in your living room and start dancing, doing the shit with your parents. That should be disgusting me when I go looking at these videos of these damn coaches who run around doing the dances with the kids and their parents and shit in the living room and the mama and all this. Like, Jesus Christ just came to this motherfucker here to come get my kid out of poverty. Your kid earned the right to come out of poverty. They're not there dancing around with the son that's not a football player. They end up dancing around with the son that's a football player, trying to convince you that I am one of you, I love you, I care about you. They don't care. They don't care. When they're done, when they use your son up and he blew his knee out and he done left and went on to the NFL, they don't care. They didn't lose their career goal, and then they end up going run for politics, and they end up being the mayor, or they end up being the congressman or the senator and shit like that, and then they show their real ass. But listen, people, I'm just saying, y'all gotta be smart in this. Play chess with these people, not checkers. Play chess with these people, because I don't know one white coach in the NCAA that gives a fuck about black players that's currently in the NCAA. I'm sorry. Call it like I said. All you gotta do is Google it. All you gotta do is go Google. Oh, they're gonna tell you everything. These motherfuckers is used car salesmen. I'm sorry. They are used car salesmen. They'll get you on that campus because they got 150 other black kids on that campus, and they will get you up there, tell you everything but what they want to tell you, get you over there and treat you like absolute trash until it's time for you to be the man. And when you're the man, then they kiss your ass straight down Flagler Street. I'm sorry, that's the business. So when you send your kid there, look, man, save all the theatrics, coach. My son is coming there to play ball, and that's it. But more importantly, everybody keep talking about, oh, Luke, what are you doing? Why are you running for Congress? Why you stop coaching? I'm tired of sending our kids to these goddamn slave masters. I'm sorry. I'm tired of doing it. Our HBCUs, y'all got to get y'all shit together. I'm sorry. I'm going to call y'all ass out too, because y'all like the transfer portal. Y'all don't want to get no high school players. Y'all want to get the transfer portal. Y'all want these people leftovers, and these people leftovers ain't doing y'all no service either. I'm sorry. Then some of y'all academic standards are off the chart. It's like you're getting into Harvard and Yale and you're disenfranchising these kids. Man, go back to getting these kids. Deion Sanders' best team was high school kids at Jackson State that he took over there to Colorado. He's struggling. That's my friend. He's struggling trying to win because he's playing the transfer portal game too. Tell your HBCUs, get these kids out of high school. I'm sorry. Because these people, once they use your child up, they will throw them in the garbage. And when it's time for them to leave, they'll tarnish their reputation. They'll talk about them like a dog. I'm sorry. And the fans are just as toxic as them. They feed whatever the hell they want to feed to these fans, and they go to running kids down on social media, talk about them and their family members like a child of God. That's what it is. It's the nature of the beast, people. It's big business. So all this about, oh, we want to stop NIL, we want to stop the collusion, we want to stop all these different things here. Don't let it happen. I'm going to tell you like this. God willing, them people in CD20 vote me in the Congress, I'll be laying there, goddamn motherfucking Nick Saban and Dabo Swinney and them conference presidents. I will be laying dead for them because they'll be sitting up there, and I will be telling the party chair, look, if there's a committee for NIL, no, I need to be on that committee. Because I will be there defending these kids, these athletes, because there's nobody defending these athletes right now. They are creating a whole scenario. Nothing starts right now. You got Donald Trump that automatically convened a whole roundtable discussion group to talk about sports. You got Nick Saban that went up there and talked to Ted Cruz. You got Dabo Swinney to talk to Ted Cruz and everybody else. They're getting ready to put a plan in place to prevent these kids from reaping the benefits off of their athletic ability, and they're getting ready to stifle them. They're getting ready to imprison them. They're getting ready to put shackles on their feet again because they can't control it. And these people like them, they don't like it. They don't like that they got to pay these kids. They don't like that they got to pay a kid $4 million. They hate that shit. Oh, fuck. Hell, I'm paying them $4 million because the money is there. You've been getting $500 million per school in a conference. They're packing up the stadium. The parking lot is full up. The stands are full up. The luxury suites is full up. The commercials are running on TV. The cabanas are in the goddamn stadium. And you got a problem? Y'all got a problem for paying these people? These kids, at the same time, the same sport that's equivalent to your sport, which is the NFL, they're paying their players. They're paying their quarterbacks hundreds of millions of dollars. They're paying their players hundreds of millions of dollars. And you want to get away with it free? And then you want to tell the motherfucker they got to sit out? But you ain't guaranteeing them a 4-year scholarship? Really? 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 And y'all want to know why I'm running for Congress. I can see it coming a mile away. I don't think about the now. I think about the future. What's who's running for Congress? NIL. Let me be sitting up in there, and they got to come get my vote, and we're gonna take over the Democrats gonna take over in the midterm, the House and the Senate. Now, that little bill that they're trying to push, you know who's going to be sitting there? Matter of fact, I'm going to initiate the bill. Me. I'm going to nip it all in the bud because I'm going to stop it before it starts. I'm going to initiate the bill. Hey, here we go. NIL bill. I will be there supporting and representing these kids and not let these people screw them over because that's what's going on, people. That's what's going on. It's a build-up. You can see the build-up. The build-up is there. We can't be playing what the hell are we now paying the slaves more money than we making from our own fields? How in the hell we were doing that? Hey, Bubba, we ain't got no niggas in our league coaching. We're the SEC with hedges and all this here. How are we now paying our Negroes a whole bunch of money? They're getting paid more than our coaches and man more than us. Well, where is that happening? We got to do something about that. Well, I'll tell you, Paul, we really do have to do something about it. We need to create some legislation. I'm going to go call Tommy Tuberville. I'm going to call Ted Cruz, all the usual suspects who are, you know, They don't like him. They don't like him. I got people on here talking about, oh, LPA. Where Tommy Tuberville was the one saying, we're not giving anybody no reparations. Speaking of reparations, since I'm running for Congress, you know who will be champion? My other bill I'll be champion is reparations. I feel like foundation of Black Americans, descendants of slaves deserve reparations. You heard it first. News flash, put that on the news. Put it on the news. There are national issues, and then there's local issues. My job is to bring the money back to my district. Yeah. We're going to expand the port. You know, they got 2 ports in my district. They got a port in Riviera Beach, Palm Beach. They have a port in Lauderdale. You expand both of them ports, that's hundreds of jobs. See, that's a hot thing. That's why I'm running for Congress. They tell you, oh, Luke serious, you goddamn right. I don't need no stage. I get on stage right now, I got 10,000 people. I don't need that. I go to the wrong bathroom, I'm on the news, so I don't need that. I'm not going up there. Y'all probably won't ever even see me do no CNN interview or none of that because I'm going to be doing the work. I ain't got no time to be fighting Donald Trump and everybody and talk about this and talk about that. No, I'll fight you with the pen. My job is to bring the money back. I got to move Belgrade, Pahokee, South Bay. All that need to be revitalized. I need to put houses and all that stuff over there. Come on now. I got people in Tamarack. Damn, they got to move because of the insurance. They got to get out of the state because the damn insurance is too damn high. No, we're gonna get them people some money. Lauderdale Lake, man, I'm rocking down Sistrunk, man, Sistrunk. Woo. Man, hold on. Y'all don't know? Anywhere I go, anything I do, I leave it better than I got it. Ask some people at Miami Edison. Ask some people at Overtime. Ask some people over there at Liberty City. It's Southern hip hop. Was it better before Luke? It was non-existent. I can't wait to go. That's why we out there pounding the pavement every day. They got a QR code. The QR code is right there. QR code is right there. $5. Donate to the campaign. Buy-in. It's a buy-in. And how many athletes in Palm Beach and Brown that's going to be going to the NCAA? How many of them in Miami-Dade? How many of them? My area is Broward and Palm Beach. How many of them will be suffering because they'll put in some policy where they'll cap your ass? Them people getting ready to cap. Them people getting ready to cap college players. You think for 1 minute Dabo and the rest of these people are going to be saying, okay, we're okay with them making more money than us? The quarterback getting $10 million. The quarterback left Duke. Miami had to pay Duke. They had the $10 million. It's a $10 million deal. They can't stand that. Some of them like, we're not playing that game. I'm not giving there's nowhere. Oh, my dead body. They will not be giving, I will not be paying nobody $4-5 million. Nowhere in the world. You ready to donate to the Super PAC? What you ask about Super PAC? Yeah, we got a Super PAC. QR code right there. QR code is right here. Right here. QR code is right here. Right here. Scan that. $5. Speaking of QR code and scanning, I was out there on Sistrunk. This is my best picture. That's my favorite picture. She had a walker and she stopped me. She said, Skywalker, that's you, Skywalker. I heard you running for Congress. I'm voting for you, Skywalker. That picture right there sums it all up right there. When I saw her, when she stopped me, she down there at the festival, walking down, and grabbed me and said, Skywalker, you running? Out of all the pictures I took this weekend, that was my best picture. That's my buddy there. That's my friend. She said, Skywalker, I know you're gonna do it. See, the older people call me Skywalker. The younger people call me Uncle Luke. Then, then the super young call me Unc, and then it's Coach. That the people in my generation, Skywalker, I love you. We just had us a whole conversation. I said, yes, ma'am, I'm running. She said, are you serious, Skywalker? I said, I'm dead serious. We're going to get some things done. Yes, we are. Okay, Skywalker, you got that right there is what I'm talking about. That picture right there pretty much sums it up, people. That sums it up for me right there. But let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. That's my show today. I want to thank you all for coming on. I hope you all enjoyed yourself because it was a great day. It was a great day. I know I had a lot more to cover, but before I leave, I hate to keep going back to running Congress, but God sent me to do this. Anything I do, people are like, oh, all my friends be like, why you coach high school football? I say, I coach high because God sends me to coach high school football. I'm there to be able to make an impression on young people's lives. I'm there to be able to help kids go to college. I can go give $10,000. I can go get $100,000. I can go give them. We can do $1 million. What's it gonna do? There's some adult getting the money, taking it and doing whatever they want to do. Most of them do the right thing with it. But to be able to be in these kids' life and tell them your story, remind them where you came from, because most of us didn't come from a silver spoon. I didn't. I was in the house with a 2-bedroom house with 4 other brothers. And out of that 2-bedroom house, it was a Jamaican dad, a Bahamian mom, and they taught us to work. And we worked our ass off. 2, 3 summa cum laudes came out of the house. 2 who's who's, 1 Navy pilot, another executive chef, and then there was me. My mom raised out of a 2-bedroom house in Liberty City. One of the first people to gentrify the neighborhood. When my dad went and knocked on the door and said, look, this is my house, here's the deed. That white man told my daddy, hey, look here, you don't belong over here, you belong over that wall, because it was a 12-feet wall. And he said, you belong over there in Liberty Square Housing Project. You sure you bought this house? Yes, sir, I bought this house, and it's time for you to leave. He said, no, you need to be over there in that place called Pork and Bean. My daddy said, what the hell is the Pork and Bean? He said, over there behind that wall, the government housing project where the people over there could only afford pork and beans. That is why they call it the Pork and Beans. And people, to a lot of older people, that's a derogatory name. That's Liberty Square Housing Projects and every other project. And why were we moved over into Liberty City? Because we were no different than Tulsa and every other black community that had a black community bonded together. Had a black community that was bonded together. That was spending money, living it up, vibrant, the dollar circulating, the stores, the bars, the restaurants, the entertainment, all that in our black community. That was called overtime. What did they do? No different than Tulsa and everywhere else. They took and ran a fucking highway straight through it. Ran a highway straight through it. No different than they did any other place. And if you know the rich history of Palm Beach was beautiful black area too. They burned the whole fucking town down. Burned the whole black community down in Palm Beach. So when people ask me, why are you running? Why are you doing? No. I know my history. Trust me, I know history. And when you know your history, you know the things that you can do to help your people out. When you know the history, you know that there are things that can be done to help the community out. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, people. That's what it's all about. It's all about rebuilding, revitalizing, doing the right thing. But at the end of the day, we got to put the work in. Now, this is, I know I was going to leave, but I can't leave without talking about this. There's a young man, Colorado football quarterback, Ponder, who passed away over the weekend. And I keep going back to mental health is real. These young people are dying at 23, 25, and 16. Another young player passed away. He was 16 years old. Mr. Moore, 25-year-old, wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. He died in February. High school football player. Died in off-season practice. Mr. Ponder played at Carol City. Colorado Buffaloes quarterback. 23 years old. And let me just say this. These kids are leaving here too soon. A lot of these kids, and not to say any of them, a lot of these kids are suffering from mental health. So y'all, Luke, that's another reason why God say you need to move in this direction. Because mental health is real. You think for 1 minute, these kids who live in disadvantaged situations, in poverty, they got their telephone, and they're looking on social media, and they're seeing people doing so good, and they have no idea how to be doing good like them because they have no mentors. Some of you all hate to go back and give and help. And that's why I've always spent my life not just writing a check, but going out there, boots on the ground, and being a part of these young men's life and their family lives. And I miss it. But I have a bigger coaching job to do. And that bigger coaching job is to represent these people in this district. Because a part of any and everybody's platform, including mine, it has to be mental health. You got to know these kids. You can't look at ChatGPT and say, explain to me the issues with young people. Why are they committing crimes? Well, they're committing crimes because they're very brilliant young men and women. They're committing crimes because they feel like that is the only way out, unfortunately. I was a kid too. I was a tough kid on the streets. I looked at airplanes riding by my house like them people, ain't nobody in that plane up there. I looked at the ball drop in New York, ain't nobody in New York, that's around the corner. I had no idea that these things exist until my mom sent me to stay with my brother in DC. And that inspired me. Now, that's why I always took kids on college tours, rented buses to get them out of their environment, to take them somewhere, to let them see other students and kids look like them that are in college doing the right thing with their life. And I didn't have to, when I brought them back, I didn't have to say, go to school, get your grades, because this is the most important part of it, because I let them kids at the universities tell them this is the way out. These kids are looking for a way out. And when they don't have anybody in their life and saying, this is the way out, because everybody's so busy worrying about going to the club. Everybody's so busy worrying about the next Chanel bag, or I'm trying to get this Birkin bag. Everybody's so busy posting and all that over here. But none of us, well, none of y'all, a lot of y'all, now I ain't gonna say all y'all, but a lot of y'all don't want to take the time to go to the park to teach some of these little young girls to bring them to the job. Hey, bring some of these little girls to the job. Come on, dress up there. Come on to my job. I'm a lawyer. Let's go. I'm bringing in a little young girl from the park and showing her how this thing going. That's the most inspiring thing that could ever happen. I'm a realtor. Hey, look, let me teach you how to be a realtor, because all these kids are very, very smart. They're just looking for a way out. They're looking for, how do I get out of this situation? Because I'm mentally damaged right now, to the point where I don't care about life. I'll go take a life, because I don't value my life. When a kid takes a life of another kid, that's two kids' lives lost. So everybody keeps talking, why are you running for Congress? Why are you doing this? Because I am going to Congress. I'm running for Congress to save fucking lives. Whether it's the people who are getting priced out of their houses because of insurance, or because of these kids who don't know a way. My job is to show them the way. And it's really simple. We put a program in my neighborhood where I coach and go to the commission. Damn this summer job. How about jobs year round, where they go work at the park, where they go back to the park, where they leave football practice and go over here, where the cheerleaders could go over here and teach cheerleaders, and where they could work in the school and all that year round. Now they don't get recruited by the dope dealer, and now that they're bringing some income into the house to be able to help their little brother and their sister, now they could go get some of this stuff that they want to get. Because half of them ain't showing it to practice, because half of them mamas got them working in fucking warehouses at 2 o'clock in the morning. I literally had kids working in warehouses at 2 o'clock in the morning. And the mama say, look, we got to pay. We got to make this happen. Oh, coach. I'm like, no. He needs to come to practice so he can get a scholarship, so he can get out of the situation that he's in. But then, because my job to get creative, to go to the politicians and say, hey, look, why the fuck the politicians don't know this? Because they have no connection to the streets. They don't have no connection to reality. The only thing they have connections is to how many law firms can send me some money, and how many developers can give me some money so I can win an election, and then go in there and everybody's still unaliving each other. So people ask me, why are you running? I be like, where the fuck do you want me to start at? Where do you literally want me to start? Where do you want me to start? NIL? Where do you want me to start? You living in your luxury house and your insurance is costing you more money than your damn mortgage? They price gouge you on the rent. The rent a year ago was $1,100. Now your shit is $2,500. Where do you want me to start? All that can be prevented with good policy, good government, good representative. We got all these abandoned lots and all these abandoned houses in the neighborhood. They're owned by the city. We got workforce housing issues where people can't get a house. No, take some of them damn lots. Take some of them lots. Hey, get some people from the community. Hey, look, all you football players from the community. You know what? Here we go. We're gonna have a roundtable discussion. So y'all can be the ones who are gonna come and revitalize your own community. They ain't going to get no goddamn developer. some dude not from the community. No, all y'all, look, man, y'all come right here. Hey, we are a developer. Who the developer? From the community. Okay. You're a developer from the community? Okay, come on, man. You and a couple of y'all the one gonna rebuild this, and you gonna hire some people from the community to build. And we gonna put some apprentices, we're gonna put some goddamn trade schools in these high schools. So when they leave high school, there'll be electrician, there'll be plumbers, because everybody ain't going to college. Shit, make it make sense. It's really simple. But no, everybody want to be walking around jazzy with their red bottoms on, going to the gala and all that. When we win, don't invite me to no gala. I ain't going to no gala unless the damn gala is making a donation or a contribution back to the community. Fuck that. That's why I don't like me. Ask me, why you running, Luke? Why you running? Why? Where do I start? Where do I start? Veterans, they got to take half of their money for food to buy prescription drugs. Really? This ain't no damn campaign speech. That's what it is. That's a fact. You need to know. I got veterans in my family. Everybody got veterans in their family. Everybody got kids that are incarcerated. Everybody got people living from paycheck to paycheck. Everybody got kids. I love going to the Chick-fil-A and all these restaurants and all this, and I see the young people in there working and all that. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. You go to the brothers and sisters restaurant, and they're working, and the kids in there doing a good job. But I need more business where the kids can work. But how about this? A living wage. It's really simple. These people we elect, they are there just to give. They tell you what they want to hear. They ain't no different than no goddamn college football coach. They tell you what they want you to hear. They're used car salesmen coming in there to get your vote and tell you all this beautiful shit, and they don't do nothing. Before you know it, Julio Raimundo is living next to you, and Nestor Torres is on the other side of you. Oh, we come to clean up crime. No, you're not, because the crime is a part of the gentrification. Because too much crime makes sane people say, I'm going to sell, because they got Nestor Torres knocking on your door all the time. Say, you want to sell, and you and other good people in the neighborhood sell because they didn't put some bad people in the community. You sell because you want a better life, and you're scared that you and your kids walking in the yard and somebody's going to get shot because you saw a good person who you grew up with get shot by these crazy people running down the street because they don't have nothing to do and nobody is dealing with them and their issues. You see how this shit works? It's really simple. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I was supposed to be off here a long time ago, but I started talking this. I'm passionate about this. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you like that. I'm passionate about running for fucking Congress because I got a lot of work to do. And if I can do the work that I'm doing in this district, Lauderhill Lakes, Belgrade, Pahokee, South Bay, River Beach, if I can, I'm going to do the work. What's going to happen is just no different than Liberty City Opulence. Oh, why has Liberty City has so much beautiful things? Oh, their park looks immaculate. We want our park to be like theirs. We want our Miami Edison to be like Miami Edison. We want to own our own record company like Luke Records. Anybody was owning a record company? They were laughing. Luke Records. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, I own the masters and everything. And y'all working for the man, getting 2 cents on a song, and you really ain't getting that because all the kickbacks is killing you. And then that's what's happening to you. You ain't making no money. The only thing you making money is on the road. And then they woke up and said, oh shit, he right. And then the whole music business had to change. And that's what I do, unfortunately. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my show. I want you to look at the QR code right here. Scan the code right now. Scan the code. Scan the code. There it is. Big right there. Scan the code right there. Make a $5 contribution to this campaign. Make a $5 contribution to save some lives. That's what this is. Make a $5 contribution to have some people, help some people. Make a $5 contribution for NIL legislation. Make a $5 contribution for me to go up there to Washington and put a bill in place for NIL, put a bill in place to give Foundation of Black Americans their reparation. $5 contribution goes toward helping my district bring all the money back to my district, revitalizing affordable housing and everything else. That's what this is all about. This ain't about me. I'm actually going to lose money going to Congress because you don't supposed to make over $160,000. That's probably 3 shows for me. Shit. Sometimes I'll be thinking I'm crazy. But it's understood. I do it for the hood. Hey, in the words of Walter Cronkite, may the good news be yours. I see you. Love you. Peace.
Well, make the booty go.
Make the booty go, make the booty go, make the booty go, make the booty go, make the booty go pop, pop, make the booty go pop, pop. I need some bad girls. I'm gonna let y'all hear my new song. I need some bad girls. Come on, baby. Come on, right here. You and you. Come on with that, your fine ass.